Hi everybody, it's Lyn from Lyn's Craft Designs, and you've guessed it, I've actually got a jewelry share today. It's been a long time since I've done one of these, so let's get started. This is the hand pendant that I made a while back ago. I've just added a couple of check glass beads to the top. It just has some of the cinnabar waxes in the gold and the silver to give it that kind of platinum-y kind of look. Then this one is the skull pendant that I did on video. Really cute, just done with acrylic paints. It's also got some of the fire polished check glass beads. These are both perfect for Halloween. Then I've got this butterfly pendant that I also did on video. It's got some embossing powder under the UV resin. It's also got some of the nail mica powder type. Okay, that's really pretty. And then I just dangled one of the stones out of my stash. One of the polymerclay stones out of my stash. This one, again, I was watching a documentary, and this one is supposedly an example of what Pachacuti's solar disc looked like. He was an Incan ruler, and supposedly this solar disc came down from the sky and gave him all sorts of seeing into the future and other magical powers. These are some metal, some metal beads that I think just came from Michael's, but I've had them for years. This also has the cinnabar wax on it. This one here is rather unusual because the bead, while it just came from my stash, it's one that I made from polymerclay, and it's hollow. It's a hollow bead. Not only that, but whatever inclusion I used, and this has been in my stash for quite a few years, but whatever inclusion I used, it burned. So as you can see, the texture is really rough from the burned inclusions, but I really like it. So again, with the check glass beads, the fire polished. This one is the last polymerclay video that I did, returning to my roots. While this one in particular isn't exactly the way my jewelry began, but it's really close. So this one I used the hieroglyphic stamp that's from Cool Tools, and the stone was from a swap I did with Heart Sprinkle from here on YouTube. Hi, Crystal Joy. And again, it's got some of the fire polished check glass beads, and then just got some little round glass beads. Okay. This one I had done the bead a while back ago, and it's a rolled inclusion type of bead. Now the inclusion was just some embossing powder, again with the fire polished check glass beads. And on this one I used several different acrylic paints, and then I finished it off with the Finnebar wax. Okay. On this one right here, again, the bead was from my stash, the cabochon was from my stash. And I love the way it almost looks like an ocean scene, and these are rocks at the bottom. It's really pretty. I did a whole line of these. Again, I just did some Finnebar wax on the frame, and then I gave it a black wash. And then I just touched it up with a little bit of Finnebar wax again. Some more of those fire polished beads. I don't show off the back enough, I'm sorry. Again, this stamp was from Cool Tools, as most of the ones that I used were. This one was as well. Now this one was a little closer to the returning to my roots. I did a lot of these type of bezels where I added some leaf or feather or some other type of detail. But this one again was that series of stones that I did. This one in green, and again I used the Finnebar waxes. I'll show you the back. Nope. Doesn't have enough contrast. But this is a ginkgo leaf stamp, texture stamp. It as well is from Cool Tools. I'm not affiliated with Cool Tools or anything. I just love their products. This one was a stone that I created from a tutorial I did on an black opal dragon claw. Okay, this again was from the, I'm not sure if it's called a leaf forest. I'm not sure what the title of the stamp is, but it again is from Cool Tools. I did cut the leaf in half and just used half of it to frame the stone. And then with a little leftover, I rolled the rose. More of those fire polished beads. I just love how that faux opal turned out. On this one, The background stamp is actually from I Break for Stamps, I believe. And it's just a sort of a crackle finish stamp. And this one I actually used the Finnabar Rust Paste underneath, and I really didn't care for the color it turned out. So then I put a little silver wax on top. It wasn't that I didn't like the color, it just didn't show off the stone the way it should have. Okay. Some more of those fire polished beads. And this stone again was from my stash. And don't worry, I've got a tutorial coming up on the roll inclusion beads. Again, I've got several already. So if you want to check those out, I'll try to list them below, above, somewhere. On this one, I used, it's a flat stone, but it's not a veneer. It was a solid layer stone. Sort of an abalone technique. It's very metallic and really pretty in person. Again, the stamp was from Cool Tools. It's a sea or ocean themed stamp with some swirls, and then it's got some little shells. It's really pretty. And then I used the Swelligant on it. I used the Swelligant Silver, the Sapphire Blue, patina, and just a little bit of the Caribbean Blue dioxide. Then it's got these really pretty fire polished beads that really, really match well, as most of them do. Now, whereas the last one had little seashells for the prongs to hold the stone, this one has little starfish. I don't know how well you can see them, but the background stamp is seahorses. It's also a Cool Tool stamp. Now this one is a pua shell, faux pua shell, that I did years ago with some more of the fire polished beads. And this one also has the Swelligant, this time with the Sapphire Blue patina. It's the silver with the Sapphire Blue patina. I believe I used a little bit of the Caribbean Blue, and then I used, okay, sorry, I don't know where my camera cut off. This just has the Swelligant in the silver with the Sapphire patina, and the Caribbean Blue and the white dioxides. Okay, again, the stamp is just from Cool Tools. And then this one here. Again, this was a stone from my stash, which is a faux lapis stone, faux lapis lazuli. The stamping was from Cool Tools again, which is a kind of a moon surface-y kind of stamp. I'm not sure of the title of it. Then it's got some fire polished stones along with some gold stone little faceted rondelles. On this one I also used the Swelligant in the bronze, and then I used the Sky Sapphire Patina, and the Caribbean Blue and White, again dioxides. On this one I cut out part of another layer of the stamping design, and then I put some little circles on top, just really trying to reinforce that moonscape kind of detail. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have for this week. These probably won't be listed in my Etsy store till at least next month, and I am trying to transfer all of my jewelry to my own website and to get away from Etsy a bit. But if you're interested, you can contact me on Facebook or just head over to my Etsy shop. The link will be listed below, as well as my other social media links, and I've also got an Amazon store. Okay, I'll try to remember to add the products below the video description, although I probably won't list the Finnabar waxes, because you can find them in lots of different places, and they don't have a specific place to just find them all, like the Swelligant does. You can go to ChristyFriesen.com and buy everything. So, as far as the waxes go, you can try Scrapbook.com. They carry most of the color line. Amazon, eBay, lots of different places. So, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye for now.